Kids, today we'll talk about time to the hour analog and time to the half hour analog. And today's learning objectives are I can read and write time to the hour on an analog clock, and I can read time to the half hour on an analog clock. Class, as we go on with our discussion, you will get to know about the words analog clock, hour hand, hour, minute hand, minute, o'clock, and half past.
Kids, there are actually two kinds of clocks. One is the digital clock, another is the analog clock. This is an analog clock, and you will learn about this today. That is the hour hand, and it is shorter than the minute hand. This is the minute hand. It is longer than the hour hand. It points to the minute. Okay, class. I will let you watch a video. But before you watch it, let us all stand up and do the moves.
Jack Cartman! Kids Music Channel!
Let's rock and tell the time on the clock. Let's roll round and round we'll go. Move your arms to the time, then you stop. Let's rock and tell the time on the clock. 1 o'clock,
1 o'clock,
2 o'clock,
2 o'clock,
3 o'clock,
3 o'clock,
4 o'clock,
4 o'clock,
5 o'clock,
5 o'clock,
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Let's rock and tell the time on the clock. Let's roll round and round we'll go. 7 o'clock,
7 o'clock,
8 o'clock,
8 o'clock,
9 o'clock,
9 o'clock,
10 o'clock,
10 o'clock,
11 o'clock,
11 o'clock,
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Let's rock.
Hi, kids! Now we will learn telling time to the half hour. When the minute hand points at 6, it is half past the hour because minute hand has moved halfway around the clock by then. Also, hour hand points exactly halfway between two numbers when it's half past. Okay, let's try to figure out what's the time in this analog clock. The minute is pointing at 6, so it's half past the hour. Now, half past what? The hour hand has moved halfway from 9 towards 10. Look at the dotted line. That's pointing exactly halfway between 9 and 10. So, it is half past 9 or 9:30. Let's take another example. Try to figure out what's the time in this analog clock. The minute hand is pointing at 6, so it's half past the hour. Now, half past what? Our hour hand has moved halfway from 1 towards 2. Look at the dotted line. that's pointing exactly halfway between 1 and 2. So, it is 1:30 or 1:30.
Now, Mariam, can you please share with us what you have seen and what you have learned from the video?
I have seen in the video that if the minute hand points at 12 and the hour hand points at any number from 1 to 12, it means to say the time is to the hour.
Okay, look at the analog clock. What time is it now?
The time is 2 o'clock.
Very good.
Class, when do you say that it is 1/2 the hour? Yes, Serene.
When the minute hand points at 6, the time is 1/2 the hour.
That's correct. Very good. When the minute hand points at 6, it is 1/2 the hour. What does 1/2 mean?
Half
Yes,
past
Jenna.
means the hour hand points exactly halfway between two numbers.
Exactly, that's correct, Jenna. Our hand points exactly halfway between two numbers when it is 1/2.
Class, how do you read an analog clock? And how can you read time to the half hour on an analog clock? So today, as we go on with our discussion, you will learn how to read an analog clock, and you will learn also how to read time to the half hour on an analog clock.
Kids, let's have these examples. The times that Laura goes to school and leaves school are shown on the clocks below. Write the times. So what time does Laura go to school? Look at the hour hand. It points at 8. And the minute hand points at 12. So what time is it? Very good. And what time does Laura leave the school? Look at the hour hand. It points at 3. And the minute hand points at 12. So what time is it? That's correct. It's 3 o'clock. How about the next example? Drew starts and finishes a hike at the time shown. Write the times. Okay, so what is your answer? What time does Drew start hiking? Very good, it's 2 o'clock. And he finishes hiking at what time? That's correct, it's 7 o'clock.
Okay, class, let's have this example on how to read time to the half hour of an analog clock. Cameron eats dinner at the time shown. Tell the time that she eats dinner. Write the time. So what do you notice with the hour hand and the minute hand of the analog clock? Yes, Ali?
The hour hand is halfway from 6 toward 7, and the minute hand points at 6.
Very good, Ali. That's correct. The hour hand is halfway from 6 toward 7, and the minute hand points at 6. And so the time now is 6:30. Class, let's have another example on how to read half hour analog. Darius starts to mow his yard at 8 o'clock. He spends 1 hour mowing his yard. Then he spends 30 minutes cleaning his garage. At what time does he finish? Okay, very good. That is correct. It's 9:30 or 9:30. Okay, class, let us work on the following questions. You'll be given time to finish it. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. The time starts now. Use the analog clock to show the time. Tell what time is shown. Write the time. Very good. The answers are correct. Okay, what is your answer for number 3? That is 11 o'clock. Very good. And number 4? It's 6 o'clock. That is correct. Okay, what is the time? It's 9:30. Very good. The next one? It's 1:30. That's correct. Class, where are the hour hand and the minute hand when it is 4 o'clock? That is right. The hour hand points at 4 and the minute hand points at 12. How about this? It is 8:30. Explain what half past means. You are right. Half past means the hour hand is halfway between 8 and 9. The minute hand points at 6, and so the time is 8:30.
Kids, are you ready to work? Okay. These answer pages 591, 592, 603, and 604 in the book.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
You can check your work now. These are the key answers.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Class, show me how well you understood the task today. Wow, great job!